Ishkana ene eyamanaye, ilakananaye ehemane, eyamanaye ekalaye, seyamanaye ilakane. Hello everyone, good morning. Clearing out the energies and the cards here today. Getting the high vibrational energies in. Getting the energies of the spirits in. Okay. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope you're all doing well. As now the moon and Saturnus and Jupiter are aligned, and in this alignment you feel it. There are also coming a huge energies of light coming in. The light frequencies are very high, and that means that your body can feel very tired. You can feel tired, that your body is shifting, that new codes are coming in, and in all of this we need a lot of rest. So it's the shifting of the energies from the summer energy to the autumn energies. So a lot of shifts are going on. And let's see how these shifts will influence your divine masculine and the divine feminine. What's in his mind space? In his mind space, he is busy with creative projects. The spider. Creating webs, creating connection. It could be that he is keeping track on you, that he is, let's see if I can get it a little bit better, because I see that the last few readings, the energy of the cards weren't really that great. But I hope you can see it this way. Let me check in. Yeah, there he comes. That he is busy with creating creative projects in his mind space, connecting and weaving the web, so he can connecting with his divine feminine, connecting with people around him that he really cares about, that he also feels that connection, that he really starts to feel that connection as he has this energy about himself, like, well, I don't feel anything anymore, I don't know anymore. Now he is starting to connect and start to weave, because he is okay. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I hear the divine masculine is awakening to the big process that's going on. He is weaving with his emotions, he is weaving with other people, he is connecting more with other people, to get these connections from the heart space. And he is making connections for himself, for his loved ones, and he keeps connected. And his creative projects could also be that he's working with his hands, that he's working with his mind, um, to see how creative he is and where his talents are. That he was asleep for way too long in an world, in an underworld. You can see it as a realm between two realms, that he was there sleeping awake, sleeping, awake, you know, not really there. It was an energy of, I don't know what I should do, I don't know where I am. So now with this creative project, it could be that he is starting to weave the web and connecting all the energies, connecting with the people that he cares about in his heart space. And he is really moving to new projects like inner knowing, like reading, like studying, like, you know, making things with his hands, and giving himself the space and the energy to walk through the things that he needs to solve. So that's what I hear and what I feel. What's in his in his heart space? It's the bee. It's luck and victory. The bee is a hard worker. He's working hard on opening his heart space. He's working on connecting with his heart space so he can have the victory that he needs in his life and the luck to come in. Because he knows that to feel happiness and to feel lucky in your life, it needs to come for your own heart space. And when that heart space is blocked and that's not able to open, you know, then you know, he's just an industrious little bee that he's doing its work and nothing else. And now he wants to go to this other side and is connecting and weaving the web to his heart with the people he loves, and creating luck and happiness and victory in his life. Victory about, you know, creating a product at the end, that if he is taking the nectar now and it gets produced in his family, then he knows that at the end the honey will come out of it, you know, and there's enough for everyone. There's enough that when he has to share. So what is his message to the feminine? You're having a wounded ego. You have to, the human wounded ego, you have to heal the wounds, and you have to do it all by yourself. There's nobody else who can do it for you. I am walking my path, and I can't make you happy the way I wanted to. I can't make you happy because there are other things that I need to work on, because I have to weave these nests and these lines, and I have to weave my cob to connect with myself. There's too many things in my life that need attention, that's more important. And you need to work on yourself. You need to work on your wounded ego, and that's what you need to do. And that's his message towards his divine feminine. You know, he's just, you know, in this space like, yeah, I know you're sticking your tongue out to me, but I know that's because of your hurt, your pain, and your anger, and that is also what I want you to do. I want you to heal yourself, and I can't do it for you, and I'm not willing to do it anymore. I'm not willing to give anymore to anyone, because I need to do it for myself. I need to create my own happiness and my own victory and my own creative projects. And there are too many people depending on me, and I can't give you what you need. Wow. And oh, let the expectations go. Divine feminine. She's carrying this burden, and she has to let go of this burden. She has to let go of the burden, and it could be like attachments, people sending their negative energies towards her, and she is rejecting all these energies, and she is not really going to reject it anymore. That's what I hear. Don't reject it anymore. You know it's coming from a hurt place, so let it go. Release it, let it go into the universe, sending it back, sending it light, and let that burden go with it, because this it's an expression of the hurt that comes your way. And if you let it be, if you say, okay, that hurt from the other person may be there, and it will heal that way, if that's the way the person needs to heal, and that they have to vent their emotion towards me, then it's okay. So let it go, and let it be their burden, but don't take it on to you as a burden. So if there are negative energies coming towards you, you know, you need to be in this space where you are strong for yourself, that you have to be there for yourself, that there is no other way, that that there's no other way um, to carry those burdens. You can't carry somebody else's burdens. You have to drop it down as feminine. And that's how the feminine think about the masculine also. You know, you have to do it by yourself. You have to go through it. And that's what she is releasing. She is releasing of the burden from other people, and she's staying in her own space. She lets it, she sees it, she lets it happen, so the other person can release their anger and frustration, but she's not taking it on. You know the difference? So feel the difference in this. If you take it on as your own and you feel burdened by it, or you leave it there and you see it that the other person has to ventilate their expression, their anger, the frustration, you know, and then step out of it, you know, because it's not yours. So don't take it on. If somebody gives you a present, a beautiful box with, you know, and there's shit in it, you're not going to take it, right? Because you see it's shit. So if you can choose what you take on, you can choose what you want to take from another person. You want to take the shit, perfectly fine, but you know that you're carrying the burden. If you're not going to accept it and not taking that burden, you know, just release it to the universe and let the other person, you know, carry their own burdens and say, okay, thank you, I listened to you, and now I'm releasing it. I'm not doing anything with it because it's not my burden. Okay? Just listen to it. That's the only thing you can do. What's in her heart space? Authority, sexual energy, justice, and everything has to go as she wants it to. And that's really an ego space. That's really an ego space. That's a controlling energy. So if you are controlling in your energy towards your divine masculine, you're in a masculine energy, and masculine that will reject each other. So if you want the authority over your spouse or over your partner, forget it. We're going to a new paradigm, and we're going to a higher frequency. So this is not the space where you want to be in your heart space. It could be that you have to get in this energy for somebody else of you, um, because you're in a job, or you're working, or you're creating more workspace, that there needs to be authority or whatever. But that's not coming from the heart space. Then you're in an ego space. And if you maybe you think it's your heart space, but it's really your ego. So also the sexual energy, it could be that you're missing your divine masculine, that you're missing his sexual energy, that you're missing his attention, that you're missing his caress, that you're missing his loving words, um, that it shut down your heart space because of it. And I also see there your heart wants justice, but your heart doesn't want justice. Your heart is just love. That's the only thing that's pouring out. That's love from your heart space. Your heart has no thoughts. Your heart is only giving. So it could be that you are in this survival mode, to keep yourself standing by the hurt of the divine masculine, that he tells you, it's your wounded ego, and you have to fix it yourself. I'm not going to do it anymore. I'm not going to support you. I'm not going to help you out of your pit. You have to do it by yourself. And the message to the divine masculine from the divine feminine is, I just want the truth. If I connect with you, I only want the truth, and nothing but the truth. No scheming, no lies, no deceit. I just want the truth from you. Even if it hurts, I just want the truth. I don't want to run around the bushes anymore. I just want the truth. Don't lead me on anymore, because we're in this higher frequency, and I'm not wanting to be led on. I love you very much. I want you in my life. I want all these things. I want this reconciliation with you, but don't lead me on. I just want the truth, because I can do well on my own, but I choose to be with you. And if I choose to be with you, that means I'm going in for the 100%, and I'm not going to carry an extra 50% from somebody else. So if you know this, this is what I want. This is what my limits are. And this is what I want from you. This is my truth. Okay? And you need to speak your truth. Because if you're truthful to me, I'm opening up all my spaces for you. I'm giving you space. I'm giving you my heart. I'm giving everything. Okay, wow, that's a fierce fierce feminine, and that's coming from the king, guys. This is coming from the king energy. This is really a masculine energy that comes through, that is really saying, okay, I reach my limits with you. What is supporting the divine masculine? Two cards came out. What will support him? new beginnings and the reunion. New beginnings in reunion. That will support the divine masculine. Oh my god, I'm going to put off my sweater because it's getting so hot. So, wow. Getting all these downloads, all this beautiful energy through. Yes, the Ace of Coins, new beginnings, and the Temperance card of, receiving, putting my hands up in faith, and a reunion is coming in, and it's a huge awakening for the divine masculine. Yes, 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 you guys, your divine feminines, you can really breathe because your divine masculine is awake. He is awake. He is walking his path. He's walking his spiritual path. He's walking where he's believing in. He is finally connecting. He is finally connecting because he understands that living without you isn't the way. That there needs to be this connection with nature. There needs to be this connection with the earth, that he knows that he has a mission here on earth, that it's just not going to work, working his ass off and then going to the supermarket, getting the groceries done, doing all the things for someone else, and then than sitting at home and doing nothing anymore, drinking a beer, watching TV, and that's it. No, it's the divine masculine that's waking up because of everything that's going on in this world. And he felt it for such a long time, but he didn't want to believe it. And now it's happening all around him, and now he's waking up to it. He can't close his eyes to it anymore. So he wants to contribute in a way to that new earth, to a new way of thinking, to a new way of helping or supporting this earth and this humanity to create a higher level of consciousness. And I think he is on the right path. I have a feeling he's on the right path. I have a feeling he is, in this space. Everybody has a soul mission. And it could be that your soul mission is that you have to awaken more people at your workspace, that you have to awaken more people about how to deal with each other, how to connect with each other in love and not in anger and not in the mind space of control. So that's really beautiful. He is getting in reunion with himself. It means that he's going to find himself again. How does he see the divine feminine? He sees the divine feminine that she's sacrificing herself, going to see the things from different views, that she is going through a phase of seeing different things, seeing and feeling the things different, that she is going to a huge transformation about all the things that she's learning, that she has to sacrifice herself for a couple of months because she is learning, maybe because there is a lot of work to do, but he sees that she is doing this for the higher good of all. And she's not doing it because she has to, but she's doing it out of love. She's doing it out of love. This energy of the rose, um, that is that she has to go through, and that is what she is accepting. So he sees she's sacrificing herself, um, maybe because the burdens or the energies of somebody else, of other people, of, you know, it could be the workspace, it could be the workload, it could be everything. That she is sacrificing her freedom to a better course. That's how he sees her. What's divine feminine supporting her? Her love, her cup of love, giving and receiving, filling up her own cup, that will support her. She knows when to stop. She knows when it's time to stop and to rest. But she also knows that it's time to move on, you know, to go through things, to push things forward, because now it's the time that she needs to maybe work harder for it. And that she knows that there will be a time that she can fill up her cup and rest a bit. But this is also what the divine masculine says to the divine feminine, right? You know, I see you're sacrificing yourself, and with the wounded ego, you have to fill up your own cup, because I can't do it for you anymore, because I'm at the end of my cup is empty and I can't give anymore, and I'm done with all of this. So you know, this is what is happening for the divine feminine. And it's a good thing, you know, that the divine feminine has to stand strong for herself and fill up her own cup, because nobody else can do it for you. Nobody else can make you happy. Your divine masculine can't make you happy. You know, the happiness must be from within. And if you're happy within, you know, then you can share the happiness. But if there is no happiness within, then there is also no way that you can provide it to someone else. And that's the other way around. You know? How does the divine feminine sees the relationship with the divine masculine? She is on the end of her ropes. She is ending this relationship. She is done with it. She's moving on. She is very hurt. She's moving on. And maybe it takes a while to fill up her cup, you know, because of the shattered glass, you know, but she will make it. Don't worry about the divine feminine, because the divine feminine is made to carry all what is needed in this world, you know. We don't have angel wings on our backs for nothing. You know, we are strong, and we were depending too much on securities from the divine masculine, and we need to do it by ourselves. If there are wounds we need to heal it ourselves. You know, the divine masculine can't do it for us. It could be that the divine masculine only trigger our wounds, so we need to, and because of that we know that that we need to heal more. You know, the divine masculine is a blessing, also a blessing in disguise, because they show you exactly the wounds where you still need to work on. And that's what the twin flame relation does. You know, they show you where your wounds are, where you need to work on. And then there is this separation. You're moving away from each other to heal your own wounds in your own time, in your own space, and you're going to work on it. You know, you can't say, okay, you trigger me because that's your fault that I get triggered. No, it means that there are still wounds within you that needs to be healed. And yeah, and only we can heal that. Only we can heal the wounds. Only we can heal the wounds. Wow, beautiful, beautiful. I'm always working hard on my healing, on my wounds, on everything I go through, you know, even if it's the littlest things, you know, that also has to do, sometimes has to do with your boundaries, you know, that I see something and then I think, oh, well, I'm not really happy with that, you know, that is really crossing my boundaries. And then I will adjust it and I will, you know, set that boundaries and speak them out to someone else that is going over my boundaries in a loving and mature way, and not screaming and yelling and you know, getting out of control. So for instance, I learn a lot here in my Airbnb, you know, about giving your if you're living with 3 or 4 people in the same time, at the same time, in the same place, you learn how to put your boundaries and how to set your boundaries, because otherwise, you know, you're giving away so much energy continuously that it will empty your yeah, it will empty your space. So it's giving your boundaries that really helps you, you know, with other people around you. It's a huge learning process. If you're all the time by yourself, you know, you're not learning anything, because you don't get any triggers, or you don't get any feedback or mirrors or whatever. So what is blocking the divine masculine? The hungry ghosts. People with obsessions, scarcity consciousness, as people with obsessions and attachment issues. You need to go to a sacredcy consciousness for the divine masculine. So people who have attachment issues, or you have attachment issues on your own, or you're having obsessions about something, about a situation. Is it about money? Is it about, you know, it's a lack consciousness. It's a consciousness of fear. So it's the best to stay in the now. But you also need to go to the sacred sea of consciousness, go into nature and see all the wonders and the beauty of the world, you know, in everything. And focus your intentions on something else. Go into the forest and go for a walk, you know, and magical things will happen if you notice and everything. And I see that divine masculine already knows a lot, you know. He's getting aware and aware. He sees a lot of things around him. He sees a lot of things that is attracting his consciousness. So the for the divine masculine, he needs to leave the attachments and maybe some obsessions, and look at those obsessions. What are those obsessions? Are the obsessions, wanting attention, or um, needing energy? I call them, because of the hungry ghosts, I also call them energy vampires, to see that this vampire is on your back and taking all the energy and all the time and all your um yeah your really your energy. They sucking your energy dry. So the divine masculine has to be aware of this, and if he can that's what's really blocking him, so if he is working, maybe it's good for him after work, to take a long walk for an hour, to release all these energies, not to attend too much with people that suck his energy out. You really need to, yes, I hear from spirit, you really need to release the people that suck your energy out, if they're not able to give you anything, and you're giving all the time and you're giving all the time, that's not good. It needs to be in balance. So what is he going to do about this? He is going to act like the Rainbow Prince. And that's compensation and perseverance. Compensation, he is in energy that he is making the balance right. He is compensating everything that was wrong. It could be that things what were broken in the past, like light bulbs or cars or things like that he is going to fix it, to compensate the energy, to bring the energy back in balance, to heal everything that was that was broken. So, and he is in this perseverance energy that he is really taking it through. So if they're in your relationship, for instance, if they're, there's something broke down because of communication of, something else, or things didn't work out, he is going to persevere to make you understand his point of view. Okay? And that's what he's going to do about, the attachments and the obsessions of people who are obsessed. He's going to push through because he knows that he is protected, and he's going to persevere. He's going to overwin it, I hear. Beautiful. Okay, what's blocking the divine feminine? She's not seeing everything clear, and she has no clue. She's in this darkness, and she has no clue what she had expectations, and all these expectations flew out the window. And she wants to be positive, and she wants to have this clarity, but she's not going to get it. She's not getting clarity. She's not getting positive, the expectations that she wanted. It's not going to happen, because she has these expectations. And with every expectation she has, or a wish that she is, or a wish that she is speaking out her wishes, it's not going to happen, because there's an expectation behind it that, and she knows this. Oh my goodness, she knows this. She knows that she has unreliable expectations, that the divine, for instance, she asked the divine masculine um, for a date or for something else, and she knows that he's going to refuse her. She knows this, but she has to ask it anyway. And that's because of her expectations. She also wants to give the divine masculine something, but she knows that it's not possible for him um, um, to fulfill these expectations. So that's why the divine masculine says, it's your wounded ego, because that you have expectations. So don't don't go to those expectations anymore. Don't ask anymore. But I have a feeling that she just wants to see if there is any change in his system, if he's going to verbalize it, or is he just going to be silent again and ghosting that question, or is he able to say and stand up and say, no, honey, I can't do this for you. But she wants to know his progression, where he is at. Can you say no to me? Can you say, okay, I'm not able to do that for you because of there is a lockdown, or there is I have to go in quarantine for 2 weeks, or and that will involve my work, and it has consequences. She knows all of this. She knows it. But wow, that's interesting. That's interesting, because she knows that she is that he will say no, because it's not on his priority list. Beautiful. What is she going to do about it? What is she going to do about it? She's joyful, doing her own thing. Um, uh, she has joyful activities. She has celebration for life, and she is going in abundance. So she is not letting the decision of the divine masculine influence her happiness, influence where she wants to go, influence her abundance, influence anything else, because she needs to walk her path. She knows what her path is, and that is to help the earth, to support the earth, to support the people, to heal the people, to heal the earth. And that's her line of duties, so to say. If you're going into another direction, and your soul path is something different, about creativity or knitting or something like that, your devotion will be in knitting. Your devotion will be in drawing, or your devotion will be in making jewelry, um, and that your divine masculine can't keep you from your path, because it's your joy, it's what you do in life, it's how you celebrate your life, and how it creates your abundance. So yeah, that's really beautiful. It's thank you, spirit, for all these messages, for that's coming through, that's in one flow, that you throw it out for me here, and to see what yeah, beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, that the divine feminine is just doing her activity, celebrating her life, and creating the abundance in her life that she needs to create, creating more energy for herself, to fill up her cup. So she is getting out of this pain of hurt, of sacrifice, but she is doing this with positive energies and positive expectations to get clarity on her questions. Wow, that's really, really, really amazing. And if she gets a no, that's fine also. It's not a disappointment for her, because she isn't dependent on the divine masculine to create her world or to make her happy. That's a huge difference, because she's happy from the inside. She's happy from within. Wow, guys, this is really, really, really beautiful. I'm so, so proud of you, Divine Feminine, you know, that follow my channel, and I can help and support. I know that a lot of feminine who follow me are in union already with their twin flames. So, you know, it's really amazing to hear all your comments, and in email, in on Facebook, on Messenger, on, you know, all the social media sources. I get your reactions, and I'm so happy with this. So grateful also to be in support for you guys, and to be there, you know, as my journey is still going on, and still progress, still in progress, and you see the change every time you see the change, and it's really, really, really amazing, you know. This whole life is a journey, you know. It's not a life that we are forced into. We take control over our life by following love, by following the rhythm of nature, by following just our heart space and spirit, and that will bring you the most amazing joy in your life than you will ever experience. Okay. What combines them? Optimism, and, well, there is aggression or fire. Fire is aggression. Fire is anger. Fire is explosive, you know, explosive energies. And now it's the time for the fire prince, for the divine masculine, to find his inner fire back, because sometimes anger can lead you to a next step, can lead you to force yourself to move on, to force yourself to move on for next projects, to move on to a next step in your life. And it could be that you feel the anger inside, and that anger, you know, you can heal and deal with that anger and bring it back in balance by enough water around you. But you can't, you need all four elements in your life to be in balance. Otherwise, if you just have too much air and too much fire, you know, you're going to explode. This fire that will rise up and, you know, keeps on going. So if you're having a lot of fire and water, you know, that's the same. All these elements needs to be in your life to be in balance. And what I see, that the divine masculine was too tame, was too conditioned in his child energy, and now this optimism and raising of the I see it as the phoenix. You rise as the phoenix. You inventing your whole life again. You're reinventing who you are, and you're going to find piece by piece that piece of fire within you that say, yes, that's me. Yes, I'm going for this. Yes, full yes. Because other things like emotions and too much water, will get you down. Too much earth, get you too logic in your mind space, and you go and together with air, then you're going only think about things. So you're in this loop. So the divine feminine already released her anger, is already released that energy towards the divine masculine. So she is already in a progressive state of optimism, of new projects, of new um, yeah, of an yeah, getting herself out of, out of the heartache. She knows it's the end, so she is going into another phase of her life with a new force, and she used the fire for that to push forward in survival mode. What will bring them together? The River Queen. They're going in flow, they letting all things go, and there is a natural movement. And you only can reach this stage if you're in the now. Just be in the now and let things flow. If I can give an example, if I don't think about anything and my mind space is empty, and I let myself guided by spirit, the right people that need to be on my path, that they will come on my path, because I have this energy of, surrendering. And the goddess or spirit, or who you want to call it, will bring you the right people on the right path, and that's what's going on. Even in when the divine masculine and feminine are in separation, they both, go in this flow. They both go in that trust. They let natural movement get in force. It's not this energy of I have to have this, or I have to do this, or I have to do that, because they can let go and they have trust in each other, that things will come back together, because what forces divides, spirit will bring back together. So that's always what happens in a relationship. It's like when you go into church and you get married by the church, and they say nobody else can come in between of this marriage, because it's sealed by spirit. No man can break this, and if that gets broken anyway, there will be other forces that will bring them back together if it's meant to be. Nobody um, can disconnect true love or a twin flame spirit. That's not possible, because there is this soul connection. Well, guys, let's see what the divine romance angels have to say about this for the divine masculine. So now if you go in flow, retreat, retreat. it's time for the divine masculine to disconnect from this world and just retreat. Go into nature, you know, maybe with your divine feminine when she is around. Retreat yourself and take space and energy and time for both of you, so you can, you know, connect deeper on a deeper level and let the world be the world. It's not a time to interact with this world anyway. You know, you can send love to this world. Okay. For the divine feminine, it's trust. This situation for you has to call you to have faith. So know that you need to have faith in this situation, you know. You just need to trust each other. You know, Cupid is behind you, you know, and it could be that there is just time needed, that it needs time. But just trust the journey. Just trust spirit that will guide you. Trust that you can be safe with him. Oh wow! Thank you. He is defending her. He is defending her. He is creating safe space for her. She can be totally safe with him. Wow, thank you. And the overall card is stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you the romance. Positive thinking and faith will bring you the romance. So the divine masculine wants to retreat with his divine feminine. So he is planning something. So you need to trust, you know, about this card, about what is holding you back, you know, positive expectations and the clarity that you needed to have, you know, on answers and stuff like that. Okay, so let's see what the Lover's Oracle has to say. It's really a hard deck to get out of. Let's see if it works. One card for the divine feminine and one card for the divine masculine. Oh, again? Wow. I think this is the third week that the divine masculine has this card. Wow. One card for overall. Okay, thank you. Okay, let's see if I can make a... And this one is for the divine feminine. Look deep within your heart and you will feel my love. My love for you is as deep as the ocean. I think it's the same one as last week, guys. So he still has the same message for you. That, you know, you have to look within your own heart and then you will feel his love. Because his love for you is as deep as the ocean. And the card from the divine feminine to the divine masculine, friendship. Nurture the bonds of friendship within your relationship, and your love life will dramatically improve. You know? Nurture the bonds of friendship within the relationship, and your love life will dramatically improve. So you must see your divine masculine and not as your enemy, but as your best friend. And if you see him this way, you know, then nothing will, you know, then your relationship will improve. What's the overall card of this one? Reflection. Give each other some space at the moment. Trust and have faith that all will work out for the best. Wow. Those two are exactly the same. Positive thinking and have faith, and it will bring you romance. And this one is give each other some space at the moment. Trust and have faith that everything will work out for the best. Wow. Well, that's really, really, really amazing. So, last card for the divine feminine and the divine masculine. On the light cards, the sacred language of light. The sacred language of light. One card, please, for the feminine. Okay, get this one out. One card for the masculine. Overall card. Okay. For the masculine, let go. Let go of everything. And you need to ground it. You know, it's the let go of the thinking, let go of everything that hurt you in the past. Take the sword of truth and cut it through. You know, cut through the cords, release yourself from cords, attachments, negative attachment, negative thoughts. You know, throw them in the fire of the violet flame and let it dissolve to the light of the universe. And this energy, this sword will cut it through. So also for this week, because this one was also for the last week, I think, just cut it through. You need to cut this through because you need to cut this through because it's not serving you. It's not serving you to think that much. It's not serving you to get all these energies and vampire energies around you that needs everything from you. Yeah? And ground yourself. Go through Mother Earth. Connect your star and your light star into her earth. You know, connect with the trees and walk on your bare feet and connect with the earth. Ground your feet into her earth and know there is a light here sending you energy through your body into this earth. So you can have the best of both worlds. Okay? For the divine feminine, transformation. You will transform this world with your ideas, with your thoughts, with your heart, and with your connection. You're in a huge transformation at the moment. You're getting more codes in. You're getting more knowledge. There is more communication coming in. And you're focusing on your transformation that is needed in this world. So for the Divine Feminine, know that there is a huge transformation going on in your life, that and also transformation of this world that you will be a part of. Okay. And the overall card is alignment. You make sure that your heart, your mind, and your feet are in alignment with the light, with spirit, with the earth. You know, like this one, like this sword. Make sure that you're in alignment that is like this. You know, connect the star with your heart through the trees, through Mother Earth on your feet, and you're in alignment. So keep that way and know that your angels will guide you, that you always carry the sword of truth with you, that you don't let anybody else tell you what to do, and feel into your system what is true for you and what is true in your heart space, because everybody wears different codes of truth. There is no truth the same. So only your own truth, you know, that is your truth. If it is a truth, we don't know, only Spirit knows. Okay, so thank you so much. I'm open again next week for readings. On the 15th and the 16th, I'm open for readings, private readings. And if you want a private reading on your twin flame journey, if you want to heal your blockages, I can work you through the blockages, releasing the blocks, bringing you to a higher vibration, to show you how your twin flame journey is going to look like. I can channel your divine masculine, what he thinks about this union, and let me know if you're interested, and I can give you a reading for half an hour. It's for 33 pounds. For an hour, it's 66 pounds. And with a healing and blockage removal, it's 99 pounds. So let me know if you're interested. I see you all next week. All my blessings, all my gratitude for all you watching. And I see you next time. Bye bye.